that it was not up to the mark as we are seeing them today. So the bus would have been at a speed of 40, 50. All of a sudden, it will come to 10 kilometer speed. Anxiously, obviously, we'll be sitting next to the window because that is the age where we enjoy sitting next to the window. So we would have sat next to the window and immediately we will peep out of the window and see that hundreds of sheep coming on the opposite direction. And the way they are coming, the driver will not be interested to take any kind of risk. Therefore, he has made it slow. And all of a sudden, he will apply a sudden brake. When you see that, one sheep would have jumped on the opposite direction where the bus is coming, and immediately some 40, 50 will be joining that, and later hundreds also will be going down. Can anybody vouch for me that this kind of behavior you would have seen? It is a common phenomenon, especially people like us who came from villages.
Yes, sir.
Agreed, right?
Right, sir.
That is where the word herd behavior has come into existence. Bus is moving. They are coming in the opposite direction. They are able to see the bus. And there is sufficient space for them to move. But in spite of that, just because one has jumped it, everybody of that particular group will be jumping that. That, should I call it as a beauty of it or pity of it? We don't know. And when we are sitting in the bus, we'll be looking at it and then coming to a conclusion that comfortably, what idiotic behavior of these animals. Fortunately and unfortunately, majority of us will be doing the same thing when it comes to certain decisions, maybe in day-to-day life, more so with investments. I just have a small video. Let me share it. It's just 2 minutes. All right. Could you understand something? Sorry, there was some technical issue.
Yes, sir.
So ultimately, if you look at that briefly, if I have to tell, when somebody gets an idea and that appears to be very, very attractive to all of us and we are going to follow, that is the herd behavior. And way back in 1600, the tulip mania. So the other countries started buying and they started entering into the contract and started producing, and all of a sudden they stopped and the bubble burst. There's a crux of that particular video. There's a simple video. What it says is that if somebody is doing something and every one of us will be following the same. Now, when we look at the history or the origin of the word herd behavior, you can see that how the people, for that matter, we are also animals. So herds of animals, packs of birds, or bird flocks, fish, etc. will be moving in a particular direction. Sometimes it will be very, very appealing also for us to see when the birds are flying in a particular shape and direction. But when it comes to our own mechanism, that's where the problem comes. What is the problem for us? Because we are human beings. Agreed? And we are the social creatures. And more than anything, we want to be accepted by the group. Now, with due respect to ladies, please don't mistake me. When you buy any dress, any one of you can please respond to my question. Typically, if it is for some kind of a function or something like that, tell me how long will you take? Frankly, normal circumstances. Any one of you, please.
Sir, half an hour.
Half an hour, that's a very, very, what do you call, optimistic estimate.
Sir, it depends upon the function where we...
If you can please mute your mics. Thank you. The behavior of the individuals in a group acting collectively without centralized direction. This is the herd behavior. I did some message was there. What is that? Yeah, whether the audio is clear to all of you?
Yes, you are audible.
Right. Okay. So this kind of behavior we will see predominantly in demonstrations, riots, strikes, and all these kind of things. Probably we'll get some WhatsApp message saying that something has happened somewhere without even knowing what is the precedence and how it has happened. Every one of us will join as a group and then we'll try to have some kind of opinion and then we will try to pursue that. Correct? Now, especially this is become very, very hot when we are talking about communal relations. All of a sudden, every one of us will come to conclusions either this way or that way very comfortably. Why this? Because we would love to mimic or emulate the actions of other people in a large group. Why? The satisfaction. If something happens to me, it's going to happen to so many people. I am going to be one among them, so I'll be happy. So I'll just give you a small anecdote here. There were two ladies, neighbors, who were jealous about each other. At one fine day, they will pray God, and God will appear in front of one lady. And one lady says that, have you gone to the other lady who is also doing the prayers? God says, first I have come to you, then I'll be going to that particular lady. That lady requests God, sir, please, why don't you go to her and come back? And maybe that day God was in a good mood. So God goes to that particular lady. And then that lady also will ask the same question. Have you gone to that lady? Yeah, I've gone there. She said, you come back after talking to you. Now this lady cannot say again, you go there and come back. So she's in a dilemma. So, but she is a very, very intelligent lady. Is my voice louder?
No, sir, voice is
You are very well audible.
yes, you are audible, sir.
Not audible, huh?
No, sir, you are audible, sir.
Actually, Kajol, when you are talking, it's loud and clear, but Sir voice is not that as clear as yours. Okay, so probably Sir's laptop is a little bit distant place, so that's why. Yes, sir, it can be louder.
Okay. Can you please confirm now?
Sir, can you keep that mic a bit closer? Will it do?
Yeah, it is pretty close to me because this, like this, I would have conducted at least more than 300-400
Sir,
hours.
you are audible, but the voice is actually too low. You are audible.
Okay.
When Kajol is speaking, her voice is loud and clear, but your voice is not as loud as her.
Obviously, my dear, lady's voice is obviously it is going to be stronger than what we have. And it has an automatically adjusting volume mechanism also. Clear now? Else I have to, I'll be using
Yes,
the
sir.
So these two ladies, what I was talking about, we're doing penance and then God appeared and we goes to one lady and the lady requests the God to go to another lady and come back, and this lady now is in a fix. Now she cannot go ask him to come back again. So what she says, she's a very intelligent lady, she says that give me twice as much what you are going to give to that lady. Very intelligently has put that condition, X and 2X condition. And God comes back to this lady. And this lady now is in a dilemma. If I ask for 1,000 crores, she'll get 2,000. If I ask for 1 lakh crores, she'll get 2 lakh crores. So this lady intelligently, what she does? Any guess? Any guess, Neha? I think you tried to speak, but I couldn't hear at least. So this lady will ask God to remove one eye, one leg, and one hand, so that the other lady will be losing both. Look at our mindset now. What is that we want? Even if I am going to suffer, I don't mind, but I want the other person to suffer a lot. Or I should have a company. This is the biggest disadvantage of herd behavior which we are talking about. Now, just to give you a simple example, Professor Ranjit also in his book he has given the example of a restaurant situation. If 2 restaurants are there, if both of them are empty, and when one small group of people enters into one particular restaurant, then onwards whomsoever comes, they'll be entering the restaurant where the people are there. The underlying assumption what they are making is that probably the food might be good there. Now here is an example of a hotel which is in Bangalore. I hope all of you know that I am from Bangalore, so I am giving this example. Is there anybody in our session today from Bangalore? Yeah, that's right. Probably they must be knowing about this particular restaurant. Good old restaurant. Could you see the year of starting that? 1943. And even today, if you go there, especially on Saturdays and Sundays, we have to wait at least for about 45 minutes to 1 hour, and then your turn will come. And in fact, when Professor Ranjit had visited Bangalore, we wanted to go, but by looking at the crowd, we had had our breakfast in some other hotel. Hope Professor Ranjit, you remember that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, is it that the food is so special wherever all over the world it is not available, or for that matter, at least in Bangalore, it is not available? No, typical herd mentality. And if you want to see the kind of interiors that are going to be, not even cushioned chairs, not even good kind of style or something like that, good old model. Okay, thinking that at least maybe some beautiful girls must be serving or something like that, that might be the attraction. You can see the kind of people who are giving and see one person how many is carrying. And to the extreme, you see who are all the people who will be coming there to eat. So this, don't you think that this is the best example of herd behavior? Yes, of course, brand image also is going to have an impact of the herd behavior. And please don't be under the impression that herd behavior prima facie is wrong. There's nothing wrong in herd behavior. But only thing is that if you are going ahead with it without having the logic behind it, there's every possibility that we'll be falling into the pitfalls. This is the only concern here which we are trying to express. What's wrong? Why we say that herd behavior may not be right always? The very assumption is that how could so many people be wrong? Why not? So many people are being wrong by selecting. Yeah, Ankita, if some people, majority of the people are falling, I don't mind falling, and I also want to enjoy that falling. So the very idea or assumption that how could so many people be wrong? So if so many people cannot be wrong, let me also not be wrong. Alternatively, in India, always we talk about majority. If majority is right, then that is right. But what we should realize that herd behavior is not generally the result of a conscious choice. If it is a conscious choice, there's nothing wrong even in the herd behavior. And the most unfortunate thing is that we will try to imitate the people in emotional behavior, but not on the rational behavior. By the time we complete our rationalization and come and then start investing, the other people who have already done would have taken away their money and then they will be very, very comfortable. Agreed, no? There are some people now, the vloggers, video logging people, vloggers are there. Once they come out with some particular program on a particular temple or maybe a particular eatery, maybe on something else, immediately next 1 month they'll have bumper business just because it is being done by that particular thing. And let me tell you, I'm not exaggerating this. There are people, there is a place called Mullabagal in Karnataka. Is about 135 kilometers roughly from Bangalore. There are so many people on Sundays, they will get up, go to 135 kilometers, have some dosa there and come back driving another 150 kilometers. That is the herd behavior which we are talking about. Good, bad, right, wrong, no judgment. It is all the situation based. What is wrong may not be right, what is right may not be wrong. So when we look at it from, yes sir.
Sir, this conspicuous consumption is also one sort of herding behavior only, right?
Can you please come back again, Mr. Prashant?
This conspicuous consumption, now people used to purchase the things by looking on the neighbor. That is also one sort of herding behavior.
Obviously, it is a kind of a herding behavior.
So herding behavior cannot be, may not be good now always, because nowadays what parents generally does, they just look in other means what parents does and just make their kids to some IAS officer or engineer without thinking about their dreams and ambitions. So that's a parental hazard which is happening nowadays. That is also one sort of herding behavior which is incorrect, seems to be.
Correct. What we are trying to tell is that herd behavior, we are not saying that it is right, but it is need not be bad or need not be wrong.
Okay, sir. But depending upon context, no, sir, situation.
Let us take a simple example. Ranjit has done a lot of analysis on the market and he purchases a particular share. Now I have a confidence that when he has purchased that particular share, I'm 100% sure that it is going to be up. Then I'll also buy immediately the moment he buys. So in this context, if my assumption that Ranjit has done proper research and then he has made an investment, if I am following him, there's nothing wrong in it. But without even knowing what he has done, just because he has done, if I do it, then there is something wrong. Probably Ranjit Singh may be active in the market. Once he purchases, he'll be monitoring it and he will have exited long back. I'll not be knowing that and I'll be still continuing with it. There is every possibility that I'm entering into loss. Agreed, no? Yeah, when we are logic, facts are correct, then that is also not wrong. Best example I'll give you. COVID vaccine, when it comes to the second wave, when the numbers have gone up, there was a huge demand for vaccination. I should not quote it, but I can just tell you unofficially, there are people who have paid 7,000, 10,000 rupees to get the vaccination done by other means, to influence and get it done. Why? One video of about 15-20 minutes by Dr. Devi Shetty, a pronounced doctor here, so made a statement in the national media channel saying that in his hospital, which is having about 500 to 600 COVID patients, not a single patient who has been vaccinated has entered the ICU bed. Boom. Everybody wanted it. All of a sudden. Before that, when they were ready to give, also people were not ready to give. Hope I'm making sense to you. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because all teachers, I think majority of you also must be teachers. All teachers, we are like grandmothers. Correct, no? Unless somebody says, oh, then we won't be.
Yeah, then continue.
Correct. So there are three forms of herding behavior in the market, just for our general knowledge. One is information based. So when everyone reacts the same way to an announced information, common informations here we can say that maybe bonus, maybe in terms of declaration of dividend, mergers, acquisitions, these kind of informations when they come, obviously people, all of us will be moving in that same direction, and that is herding. The second one is reputation based herding. The example what I have given just now about Professor Ranjit investing in a company is the best example for reputation based herding. So I have confidence, he has that reputation. Or alternatively, when you see the news, they say that foreign institutional investors decided to sell and therefore market has fallen. Immediately you and me will be thinking that, oh, if they are going to do it tomorrow also, there is every possibility that we'll be losing money at a larger extent. Therefore, let me be the early bird, and then immediately we will start selling. And unfortunately, they may reverse their decision. Yeah, I'll come to that Adani case, Akshay. Correct? This is reputation based. The third one is compensation based herding. So that certain conditions prompt large institutional investors, especially when you are talking about financial investors or institutional investors, they have their own commitments of making payments to their investors, and when they are due, there is every possibility that they will be selling some of them, or maybe for reporting purpose to show their profits, what we call it as window dress, or beautify the balance sheet also they may be doing it. So that also is another example of compensation based herding. Now, what is that we need to understand from all these things? Because of this, there is going to be a large volume of stocks created, which are popular because of the institutional investors. Somebody is saying that my voice is very low. Is that true, or is it for everybody?
Sir, it is audible.
Okay. Please check your maybe speaker settings once. So as a result of it, what happens, the moment institutional investors are doing something, we will also take a decision of doing something in the same direction. Now, what is that it is going to cause when we are talking about herd behavior? And we know it very well that herd behavior is basically irrational behavior driven by emotions. So this behavior, if it is driven by rational logic, then you can't call it as herd behavior. When it is irrational, driven by emotions, then you call it as herd behavior. And if everybody is going to buy something, and ultimately it will land up being a bull. And what is the reason behind that? It is the greed of the individuals. All said and done, we all are greedy. We want the benefits to accrue to us. Come what may, what happens to the other party? All of us fail to understand that stock market is a zero-sum game. The gain of somebody is bound to be the loss to somebody else. Knowingly very well that we want that money to come to us. Will it be successful? A study is being done, and it is said that if a person is successful in a decision for about 60 to 70%, that means he is a very good investment strategist. There is no possibility of 80%, 90% and all. So they'll go to the extent of 3 out of 4 times if you are going to be successful in your decision, whatever you are taking. You are going to be, or you should be treated as a very good person. But of course, here, the human created bubbles are also there. And I know it very well that you know it very clearly. So what am I referring to? Correct, right? Of late, there are movies and series on these people. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, when we have greed, that will lead to bubbles. The opposite will lead to crashes. These two are a very, very common phenomenon. So if you have to give some examples of the bubbles, one is the dot-com bubble, which we always tell. Though it has happened about 20 years back, the bubble was persistently for a longer period of time, and at one point in time, it bursted. It has changed so many lives, and it has killed so many companies. Once the bubble has started, it has created so many companies, and once it is done, it has killed so many companies. Let me give you my own example. This has happened somewhere in 97, 98. Those days, some of you must be knowing, or maybe all of you must be knowing, that Satyam Computers was doing very well. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Later on, let us not worry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Their third level relative, not first level relative, their third level relative was coming out with a software company, and they promised to sell their 10 rupee share to at 50 rupees even before the company comes into existence. Like mad people, we also invested in that. Today, the same share, if I have to buy, I can buy in the market for 2 rupees. Of course, the name they have changed, all those things. Let me not give you all those details. Now imagine 98, which is 50 rupees. Today I can buy it for 2 rupees. Now you can imagine what kind of bubble that will have created. Now the next one is subprime mortgage crisis. So for those who do not know about it, for the benefit of them, it is subprime lending. Without having the real value of the asset, if you try to lend a higher amount on that, ultimately the fellow says that you take away the asset, I don't want. Once you take it away, you'll not be able to sell it in the market. Further loss. So when you are not able to sell it, then you'll approach the insurance company. Insurance company will compensate to some extent. For them, it is a loss. Now bank has gone, financial institution has gone, now insurance company has gone, and the reinsurancer will go, and like that it will have a spiraling effect, and many people have lost so much of money what they had in the subprime mortgage crisis. So this is a simple example of dot-com boom and bust about the Apple shares. Then this is about the subprime crisis. Lehman Brothers, supposed to be one of the top companies, declares bankruptcy, jobs lost, entire country went on recession. Yeah, you will get it. Not an issue. It's not my proprietary document. So we will share it, absolutely. And then the president of America has to interfere, and then he has to give some stimulus package. But their stimulus package was really the stimulus package, not like our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman's stimulus package for COVID. Hope all of you have some fair idea about the kind of stimulus package that is being given, right? Everything on record appears to be very, very good. And ultimately the stock market finally picked up. This is about the subprime mortgage crisis of 2008. Now this is a classic example of herd mentality, how it has helped some people. So when you look at 93, I didn't go further details because I stopped it here, whatever the data that was available. So 93, they have given one share for 95 rupees. Bonus, 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 stock split, bonus, all that if you look at it, that one share what you have purchased has become 42 shares. And this is 2013 value. So the 95 rupees has become about 1,17,000 in 2013. Post that, the growth was not that extent. Therefore, we have stopped it there. Now, imagine a person had invested about 10,000 rupees in 93 in Infosys. How many shares you would have got? Yeah. Roughly, I'm asking. Take it as 100. So 1,000 shares. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
100 rupees, 10,000. How many shares?
Yes, sir.
And that would have been so much, right? So one good herd decision also may result into creating wealth to the individuals. Not necessary that always the herd behavior is bad. But this is another example of Infosys. Could anybody recall this particular situation? There's a group called Ethical Employees, a small group of employees of Infosys. They said that there are some unethical practices to generate more profit and revenue. In one session, 45,000 crore worth wealth has been vanished. This is the example which I am giving. Could you see this red box? Straight down. Right? Agreed? Right. Then look at this, another box, red box, which we have given is about the reaction of the market for Infosys shares when the COVID outbreak and the subsequent lockdowns have been given or issued. And it took a lot of time for it to recover and to come back to the position where it has lost it. Almost 4 or 5 months it took. Now when you look at it, the so-called deadly second wave, you can find that that kind of an impact is not to be seen. Correct, no? So here the reaction was very strong, and to that extent majority of the people would have felt that I don't know, where is the guarantee that I'll be alive tomorrow, and then accordingly they have taken a decision. But when it came here, people have not reacted to that extent the way they reacted for the first wave. So this is the reaction of the market in terms of Sensex values during the first wave and during the second wave. In fact, the second wave had a very little impact on the Sensex of our country. Correct, no? Compared to first wave.
Very true, sir. Very true, sir.
Yeah, compared to first wave, actually the number of deaths, the way the infection has spread is higher. But in spite of that, the herding that has happened during the first wave did not happen the way in the second wave. Rather, we can say that it is a positive herding. Everybody thought that nothing will happen, therefore let us be as we are. Now look at this example of Reliance. You can see that this is the period of lockdown, March to May 20. But the share price has gone up. In reality, when the market was falling, the Reliance was going up, and as a result of it, it didn't allow the market to fall much more drastically. Had Reliance also had fallen along with the market, probably would have seen a very high level of downfall. We don't know when it would have come back. but Reliance has supported it. You know what is the reason? Reliance Jio selling the shares to foreign investors, more precisely to Facebook and Google, right?
Yes, Mukesh Ambani ji had sold its about 10% stake in foreign institutional investors.
More than 1 lakh odd crores they could get because of selling their stake in Reliance Jio to those two companies, and that supported the market, and then it went on, and there was no looking back again. Now question coming back, whether herd behavior is good or bad, we can't say. If it is logical, yes, it is good. If it is illogical, undoubtedly it is bad. Now I want to put a question here. Reliance Power, the big hype, they come out with the IPO. Market open, prices gone up. Everybody was of the opinion that it is going to go up like anything. Now look at the history. Now, my question to you is that, can you say that it is a herd behavior?
Sir, there seems to be a downward pattern. So probably it was not the herd behavior.
Okay. Even if we take it as a herd behavior, emotionally they were all there, and then immediately it has come down within a very short period of time, but it never came up right further. Therefore, we cannot say that it is a herd behavior. At this point, up to this point, if you take, let us say February 9, if we say that it is a herd behavior, assuming hypothetically, had it gone up, then we say that we would have said that it is herd behavior. But now it has come down, and so much so, I think recent past, people have purchased it for 1 rupee, 2 rupees also. I don't know how many of you are actively dealing, so you must be watching for me that people have purchased 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 1 rupee also to some extent in some places. Correct?
Right, sir.
This is the same story. Now that Reliance Power and other things are going to be, there is some juggling is happening, and everybody is expecting that all those companies which are under Anil Ambani are going to be again picking up. Assume hypothetically, if I make this particular statement in a news channel, and unfortunately majority of the people will believe me and then they buy, then what kind of herding is this? 3 kinds of herding.
So please repeat.
Information based herding.
Information based. Information based. I think.
It is not information based. It is because of my advice to the people. Because I advise it.
That is also one sort of information you are providing to the people, no?
That is because reputation. Reputation herding. Remember that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Reputation herding.
Yes, reputation.
Suppose if you come to know about this information on your own, and then all of us are taking the decision in that particular direction, then it is information based. This information
Okay, now
is
more
not
clear, sir.
available to you. Yeah, please.
Now it's more clear, sir. When we are collecting the information by our own, it is information based. And if it is from other party, we are getting information. Sometimes it's like
Another
reputation
party,
based.
you believe in the reputation of that other party. Suppose something is been told by Warren Buffett, then every one of us
Okay.
will think that it is something coming from God only, right?
Okay.
Investment God, correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Then we will blindly follow. Forget about the word looking at other things. We'll just blindly follow, saying that yes, if he has told that there's something in that.
Yes, sir.
Best
Now more
example
clear.
I can give you here is that Elon Musk. What am I talking about?
Bitcoin.
The Bitcoin crash. The Bitcoin crash.
Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, right?
Bitcoins.
Cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
cryptocurrency.
That Elon Musk says I have purchased Dogecoin and the price goes up,
Correct.
or he says I have sold it, the price goes down.
Dogecoin, yes.
Clear example of reputation herding, right?
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah. I have a person, I'll not name that person, actually he is in America now. So March 19th to January 20th, 4 times he will invest $100 in Bitcoin. See some profits. Obviously we are greedy. So from March 20th to October 20th, on an average $3,000. From $100 it has made $3,000 5 times. The investment is done. And that information is being shared to his friends here. They also started investing. And December 20th, 20 December, he invests $10,000. Quite a good amount, right? And later from February to June, $2,000 on an average, again for 3 times. Now look at this person, he started long back and he has earned some money. And the average price at which he has purchased at the beginning is low. Still, this fellow is there with a profit of about 80% on the total investments which we are talking about from 19 to till date. But looking at him, the person who has started investing in the beginning of 2020, today he is having minus 4% and just keeping his fingers crossed and waiting. Absolutely herd behavior only. But this herd has started very late. But the people who have started early, they have got the benefit. But the people who have started late, they are not getting that particular kind of benefit that is coming. But this is a very old example, but still we'll always give this example when we are talking about herding. An IPO oversubscribing to the extent of 465%. And you can see the graph how it has moved. Why Adani Group stocks hit lower circuit yesterday?
Susita Dalla's tweet.
She's one of the person who is giving the information, but ultimately the story is this, right? NSDL has frozen 3 foreign portfolio investment accounts, and they are holding to the tune of 43,500 crore worth Adani Group shares. Now, let us talk logically about this phenomenon. NSDL has frozen. Agreed. They will not be able to buy or sell any securities. No problem. That means that they are going to hold it for some time. Now, just because they are going to hold it for some time, the group shares are touching the lower circuit. Now, do you call it as a herd? Number one. Number two, if this is a herd, according to you, which side is it going to go today, tomorrow?
Sir, this does not seem to be. It does not seem to be a herd behavior.
You feel that it is not a herd behavior?
No.
So it is hard behavior because they have lost $10 million, I think, in 1 hour, I think.
Okay. So the company has lost that money. So people became frantic and they started selling, even if it is lower price also, right? So look at this graph, what has happened just one day. Today, what is your guess about this, Adani? Again, will it touch the circuit breaker? Or it will stabilize, or will it go? And why? Why do you think like that? You are free to have any kind of opinion. Anybody, please? Some of you must be thinking that while we should make any guess. Anyway, market will decide. Correct, no? Yes, Shashank. Sorry. Yeah, please.
Sir, today also Adani Power and the Adani Group is in trending, and it is going negative only.
Okay. So that is your idea about the expectation. So I can see the messages. Some people, 1 second.
Sir, I think the sentiment will remain for some time.
All right.
Yeah, what I think, yes, just a minute. What I think for few days, not few days, 1 or 2 days, it will be like that. And once the people start thinking and calculating it on their way and on a rational basis, again it will pick up.
Okay. So you mean to say that at this point in time, our emotions are going to overpower our judgment, correct?
Yes, yes.
Therefore, you are expecting that the same kind of behavior is going to continue.
Yeah, for yes, sir.
Oh.
This is what I think.
Fine, fair enough, because we cannot be the predictors, right?
Correct.
If we are like that, probably you and me would not have been doing PhD and other things, probably would have got lavish bungalows and everything by now.
Right, sir.
We always teach, but we'll never get it, correct, no?
Very true.
As a matter of fact, my research when I was doing my PhD also was on securities market, impact of reforms on securities market. And even today, I don't have any investment portfolio at all.
Sir, I am also PhD in finance, and the same story applies to me too.
The majority of us, because we are very good in teaching.
Correct.
Because I have seen a person who was a chartered accountant and a cost accountant and a company secretary and a gold medalist in all of them, and who has written a book on when to invest, when to get out based on technical analysis. And during Harshit Mehta's period, I came to know that he has lost about 60 lakhs. Now, when that thing can happen to that person, you and me are what?
No way.
We are nothing. Correct, no?
Correct. Absolutely right.
There are other things which are going to operate the market.
There are so many things which, yeah.
Which we cannot just expect them. We as a teachers, with due respect to other people also, as a teachers, even today, we feel that everything is fair. But it is not actually.
No.
All right.
But sir, I would like to say one thing.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. But the same person who would have lost 60 lakhs or 50 crore, whatever he said in that period, Harshit Mehta time, if he would have hold that shares or hold those stocks for few decades forward, then he may have made profit in an enormous way.
Agree. There's no doubt about it. But we are all human beings, right?
Yeah, very good.
Do we have that kind of patience to wait?
Yes. That is the main fact.
That is what will be the matter for discussion in the next class, actually. So when these kind of uncertain situations are there, how behavior of people are going to be. So we're going to discuss prospect theory there. It's absolutely classic theory, that is not like the examples what I'm giving here will come there. We have to just serious research topics we have to discuss there. Yeah.
Definitely.
What is the role of insider information? See, your inside information, if you are taking a decision and as an insider that comes out to the public, and on the basis of that, if people are buying, then it will become a herd behavior. Let us take a simple example. You are a chartered accountant of, let us say, United Breweries. And you knew that what is going to happen in near future because of your access to the financial information. And you have sold the shares before they were falling. then if I know that, then that will become herd behavior. But the problem here is that in India, insider trading is an offense, punishable offense, and sometimes it is a culpable offense. I mean, you'll not even get the bail also. So that's why people are very, very careful. Once they have inside information, they're not sharing it with anybody. It's something like, question paper when it is out. I think now it is not possible, but when we were small kids, when we were doing, maybe we had a public examination even at 7th standard also. For each examination, there used to be 10 question papers saying that this is the question paper that you are going to get tomorrow. If anybody prepares for all those question papers, invariably will be right everything. Yeah, SEBI has a strict rules and regulations on this again. Though we say that SEBI is a teethless dog, all that, with all that, at least they are able to do something. Okay, now let us back up our discussion. Yeah, correct. Mukesh Ambani also was penalized. But if you look at the occurrence and the decisions that have been taken is very, very small. Therefore, people do not have that kind of confidence that should have been there on SEBI. Theoretically, SEBI rules and guidelines, if you see them, will be frightening. But unfortunately, you will not be able to prove them conclusively. Thanks to very intelligent advocates, they know how to turn that. So what are the factors that will contribute for herd behavior? Lack of self-discipline. We'll always think that the other person is more intelligent than what we are. And lack of knowledge, because majority of us will try to operate with the limited information knowledge, whatever which we are having. Sometimes the return on the assets, more so real assets, sometimes will be better, and that will confuse you to take a decision. And social pressure of conformity, as somebody has already put it very beautifully. If other person's son or daughter is doing IAS, I want my son or daughter also to do IAS, because it's a question of competition. If they are doing, my children also should do it. Lack of experience and gender. There are a lot of studies with due respect to women. Please don't mistake me. Herd behavior is seen more in women than men, it seems. I don't know, some women folks in our class may not agree with me, but that is the research, how it says. And of course, research, whatever says, it need not be correct always. Correct, no? Yeah, women folks, anybody will watch either this way or that way?
Yes, sir.
So maybe we are not the part of that study.
But I agree with that, sir, because as I invested some amount in stock market because one of my colleagues said that you should invest this particular stock, and I lost a lot of money. So I 100% I agree with it.
So we have live examples in our research.
And I stopped, and from there onwards I stopped investing in stock market.
Very good. That is the beauty, and that means now you have become very wise.
I'm investing in SIPs.
Yeah, good. Now that's why there is a saying, no? Those who can't do, they will become teachers. Of course, there is only a satirical way I'm telling. Those who can't do, they will become teachers. Those who can't teach, they will become preachers, it seems. So for us, the next level is becoming preacher, comfortably. Give suggestions. At the most, what happens? You will realize that is not correct. Nothing will happen to us, no? Then comes professionalism. Is a big question mark. Now, what is this professionalism? People will have some kind of parameters defined, and they will follow meticulously without deviating under any circumstances. But as I said, we are all human beings. We cannot draw the line and then follow. If Sita Mata has followed that particular line, probably you won't have seen Ramayana only, no? And we are no exception to that. Oh, sorry. So in some research, they have presented it like these are all the factors that are going to have an impact. This research paper, I'll show it to you. So age, gender, income, educational qualification, marital status, professional services, websites, newspapers, word of mouth, everything will have some impact, and that may lead to hurdle beginning, not necessarily always. Now, what to do? So, how to come out of this bias? Take informed decisions. Don't take decisions just because Dr. Keshwara or Dr. Ranjit Singh is investing. Do your homework. Let us see. Even if it is going to be wrong, doesn't matter. It is worth taking that particular, putting effort and taking that particular kind of a decision. So avoid head mentality. Easier said than done. Follow a disciplined investment approach. I've seen some people, once their portfolio crosses a particular limit, then they will liquidate everything and realize the money, and only the other part of it that is extra, that is their surplus, only that part they will invest, and then now they will take all kinds of risk. Why? What I have invested is not my money. If it is gone, gone. There is a saying in Kannada, the meaning of that is pouring the water into the sea again. Sea water pouring into the sea again. So I've earned it from the market, I'm putting in the market. If I get it, I get it. If I lose it, I lose it. It doesn't make any difference to me. So don't try to time the market, means here, don't try to outperform the market thinking that you are the most intelligent person, which is practically not possible. In this context, we have done about 10 to 12 research studies, creating a portfolio, keeping it aside, and creating a portfolio and manipulating it according to the buy and sell decisions on the basis of, once we have taken a 1 year moving average and then purchased, sold, all that, hypothetical, not virtual. And ultimately, to our surprise, when we saw it, the portfolio which we have created and kept it has outperformed. And there are 2 PhD studies which we have undertaken for creating a super portfolio, and we have defined the super portfolio as a portfolio which outperforms the market at least by twice. And we have taken the data for about 20 years, day-wise data, and calculate the returns, risk, and other things. Ultimately, we couldn't do that also. So market, you cannot outperform it under any circumstances. So what is the best thing? Invest in a business where you understand the intricacies of the business. And the most important thing is that don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. As I said, it is easy to say this, but ultimately we will be doing the same thing. Somebody has sent some message. There's good and bad in everything. We overreact when we lose. Correct. I'll continue with this example in the next session, Madam. Prospect theory. This is the same thing which we are going to talk about. Madam or sir, I don't know, sorry. By looking at the name, I felt that it is Madam.
Okay.
Yeah. What is the impact of it?
Please continue, sir.
Yes, please. Kajol, I'll be completing in another 2 minutes. I know the time is up.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Create a broad portfolio doesn't mean that you have to put hundreds of assets into that. And you know it very well that Sensex also has only 30. You have BSE 500, BSE 1000 also. But with all that, we'll be concentrating only on Sensex because that is enough. Because Sensex is now treated as a market portfolio, which is thoroughly diversified, whose systematic risk is equal to the market risk and the unsystematic risk is 0. So if you are able to achieve that kind of a diversification, then that is enough. And when you are expecting, have realistic expectations. No Superman and Superwoman, Wonder Woman are there here. We have to have somewhere about 12 to 18% per annum compounded annually. You are the best investor and you are a successful investor. And as I said, some people invest only surplus. Never ever borrow money and then do this investment. And even if you do it and then you have a clear hunch, do it, but do it for a very, very short period and get out of that at the earliest. And the most important, monitor rigorously, which at least now has become relatively better and easy because you have so many apps which are helping you to do this particular activity. Any questions?